I am often asked why I am obsessed with this little baby hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo. It is simple. She was born premature. Okay. She wasn't given a chance to survive. Many people around the world watched on social media as the staff fought to keep her alive. So I finally got to go to Hippo Cove and go behind the scenes. Take a look.
I think the most important thing to remember is animals in zoos are ambassadors. They kind of have a job, and there's a great reason they're here to inspire people. And if there's anyone who's ever inspired, or not anyone, but any animal that's ever inspired people, it's Fiona, of course. So I just think between being born early and struggling and kind of being the underdog, and then just the personality that she has today and making people fall in love with her, and she's still inspiring people to this day. She's 5.5 years old, and I think she's the best ambassador for hippos and just animals in general. There's definitely something special about her. She sees people and seeks them out and just has this special knack for finding the people that drove the furthest or had the hardest year, or are going through something tough, and she finds them, or the children, of course, but she's definitely has like this certain talent about her. So BB's pregnant, and she is due August 15th is our best guess. It could be a little sooner than that based on a few different things. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're bellowing to each other in the background. And so, yeah, BB is over halfway through her pregnancy. Honestly, we wouldn't be too surprised if we saw a baby in the next couple of weeks. So we're hoping for a healthy and full-grown, full-term baby. At this point, it is already larger than Fiona based on our measurements we've done through ultrasounds. So we think we can handle just about anything at this point. And, BB was on birth control. So Tucker, beat the odds. And we were hoping for a baby. We were just kind of hoping they'd get a little more settled, and we were going to take it slower, but they changed all of that, and we're really, really excited. I think a lot of people think we're keeping it a secret, but we just truly don't. You can imagine an ultrasound on a hippo is hard enough. They have so much skin, they're so large. The scientists are literally on their knees and pushing up with their arms. They're exhausted by the end of it. So we're just seeing bits, snippets of the baby at a time. It's so big. To find, the gender would be nearly impossible. We're, going to kind of go off of what BB seems to need or want, but in the wild, they would typically go off by themselves for about 2 weeks. They'd bond with the baby and kind of stay in a safer, shallower area so the baby can't accidentally get squished amongst a huge bloat of hippos. So we'll have BB separated at least 2 weeks most likely, unless we see some sort of other behavior from her that shows she wants to be around Fiona or Tucker. But the plan for now is to have her separated for 2 weeks and then kind of go from there and see, just based on her behaviors, where she's laying, if she's eating next to Fiona, if she's doing, things that we would normally see with just a gate between them. If she's trying to be near them, then we'll open the gate, I guess. I think they're going to be best friends. I think it'll be a ton of fun. I think she'll love to have another hippo with all this energy, and one that she's actually bigger than. I'm sure she'll definitely keep it busy. Hopefully she's very gentle and does really well with it. I imagine she will. And I think BB's such a wonderful mother and just a really confident hippo that she'll probably be really protective. And if she is, then I guess Fiona will just have to learn that, you have to be gentle or kind of keep your distance. We'll see. But
Tucker and Fiona, they've really kind of developed a fun little relationship, haven't they?
Yeah, I love to see them playing. I know that Fiona loves to keep him busy. I don't know how much he loves it, but I do think that if he were really bothered, he would let her know, and he doesn't ever show any signs of that, so I think they've definitely become friends. Something we always get asked that I think is really cool is how their skin feels. So they feel like slimy avocados is what we always say. If you imagine how bumpy and kind of firm, but they have a little bit of a give, and then you add some dog slobber, or if you've ever caught a fish, that mucus. And the reason that they're slimy or slippery is because they produce a mucus called blood sweat, and so that protects their skin and just has this slimy feeling to it. So the tilapia are in there to basically help keep the pool clean, but they get fed that way. So they eat dead skin cells off the hippos, they eat hippo dung, and they eat the algae off the rockwork. So the tilapia help keep the pool clean, and we have divers and we have vacuums that also help. But the tilapia are in there and naturally getting fed and keeping it a little bit clearer for everyone to see the hippo.
So the Hippo Watch has begun. We will have a new baby before the end of summer, so I will have a new obsession starting very soon.
Really?
Alan got tickled about the avocado, slimy avocado. So he's thinking that's what he's going to start calling
Now that will be the
her.
reference. Oh, it's Slimy Avocado Friday. How about that?
I do have a gift for you.
Oh, no, you don't.
But I'm going to save it, because
Okay.
that way it'll give me a reason to have to run Fiona Friday next week.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens.
You'll have to
with
tune
that.
in and find out what you got.
Yeah, maybe so.